Dot ball first up. On the line. And ball keeping low, Tomo. But Australia and Gilchrist off the mark. Fielder at mid-on, caught napping.
Doesn't he? He doesn't have any half measures. He's not one to sort of drop the ball at his feet. Well, that's a good shot. Will it make the boundary? He just stroked that away. No chance for the fielder there. Lovely shot there off the last ball of the over. Australia, none for 5.
First over, 5 runs, 4 to Simon Catchett. There it is. Nice little push, timing. It was timing more than anything else.
It was, wasn't it? It was just a casual push. You'll see from the front here. Just more a forearm jab. And again, like the previous game, sure. Well, there's nobody straight. Never is, and that's going to be another 4. Very good shot again from Kadich. Over pitch.
Work again for that fielder at deep square leg. This time he'll have to dive around. He dives, no good. And that is always going to be the problem of having just that one fielder there. The bowler has to be... Oh, beautiful drive. Width offered, half volley, and driven through extra cover.
At some point, and you need to keep wickets. I wonder if they're thinking that far ahead. No, they're not. 4.
Not at all. That's Gilchrist. I mean, he took his time. He knew that the batsman at the other end playing his shots, so there was no point playing. Gilchrist and Tendulkar obviously not the greatest of all time, and everybody goes through a lean patch. That is a great shot. It's gonna go all the way. Wow. Slightly pitched up delivery, and Gilchrist was at it in a flash.
Able to watch. Well bowled. Toe of the bat. And will get runs, a couple behind the wicket-keeper. They all count. 7 overs gone. It's 41 for no loss. Now Gilchrist is gone behind square. That ball will have enough on it for 4. 50 comes up after 8 overs.
Who will rotate the strike and give strike to Gilchrist. That's full, that's wide, and that's going to go all the way for 4.
Well, everybody made a little pretense of running, didn't they? The fielders pretended to be chasing the ball.
Mid-wicket, short mid-wicket, and short fine leg. Again, slow delivery, very well bowled. Big appeal. Pitched outside leg, maybe. No, he's got a wicket. He's got a very important wicket on a slow delivery. Danger man departs.
Yes, it was always pad and bat. That is one thing umpire Ian Howell had to pick up, whether it was pad and bat. But as Wasim said, the more critical one was where did it land. I think that was a more important decision he had to make. He's made it. And this is a huge wicket for Bangladesh. This will give us an idea. Well, on the edge, I think you've got to allow an umpire that much. It's very difficult to pick when it comes to centimeters. Not the greatest of strides as well. Pad and bat. Ian Howell thought the finger needed to go up. Up it went. Mashrafe Mortaza picks up a wicket. Australia 55 for 1 after 9 overs. Gilchrist gone for 32. Man outside the circle is very, very square, and that's run all the way to the boundary. What an extraordinary shot. He just turned his wrists on.
Runs.
Bowled in, went in for the pull shot and played all over it. He loves playing that shot. He's one of the better players in the world playing that pull shot. He saw the ball was short. He went straight into it. I think he just slipped underneath the bat. It's not the top of the stumps. What a big wicket.
It's all happening there. A short delivery. It wasn't short enough to pull. That's one of his favorite shots as well. He missed it completely. Off stump rattles, and the crowd roars. Everything is happening in Dhaka, and Mortaza is excited. He has every reason to be. He's got the wicket of the Australian captain, Ricky Ponting. Departs for 5. Australia 64 for 2.
It's to touch outside. It's missing off anyway. Haven't had too much to complain about. And there's another wicket there. Kadich going for the big shot. hit it straight to cover.
Shahriar Nafees has taken a blinder. That came from the middle of the bat. Look at that crowd up on their feet. From the morning they saw some beautiful hitting from Adam Wilkins, but this time around it's Mashrafe Mortaza has broken through. He's taken his third wicket, and take a look at that catch. An outstanding catch. Full face of the bat, went like a bullet, and thank you very much. Shahriar Nafees has taken a beautiful one.
Yes, and that's exactly what Australia didn't need. Another quick-fire wicket there, right into Bangladesh's hands. So Kadich on his way for 26, 65 for 3. Talented one-day player.
Very close shot. The first one, I thought it might just have hit him outside the off stump.
I think Ian Howell just intimated it was outside off. It's pitched a long way outside, hit him outside. Well, he's got the option there. Is he really playing a shot? A big shout, but just a touch too wide. Bangladesh on fire at the moment. This second to hit that and really chopping it on the onside. Well, inside edge dragged that. It might go for 4, and that's bad luck for the bowler. Unlucky there. Bit of fortune for the
Wicket got right in front.
Well, he's got this away for 4. Bit short. Simon's giving himself a bit of room and just hammered that through point.
Play with the spinner towards mid-off.
Good shot from Simons. This could go for 4. Just tickled it down the leg side. Well, I'm pretty sure that might have just gone against the boundary.
Simons would like it. And for the last couple of deliveries, the fielder at mid-on's been dropped back. That's good thinking. 100 coming up in the 25th over.
Oh, well, he decided that was in the slot for him. That's what he can do if you don't get him out. He'll nudge the ball around and...
Tushar Imran. That's too short and hit back past him. Quite powerfully, actually. It's gone all the way. What a shot. Just stepped back and played it down the ground.
Now, will he go back for the second? He's taking a chance with the ball with the fielder's arm. And he gets there. So does Clark. This is good running. 50 to Simons.
That's a very responsible inning from Andrew Simons. 19 one-day international 50 for him. Came in when Australia was not in a very good position. 3 wickets were down, but then himself and Michael Clark steadied.
But it's slow and low, and it's difficult to take wickets for the spinners, and it's also difficult to get the runs for the batters. The only thing you can hope for is a little bit of room like that, and that's a very good shot there from Simons.
Definitely is. He waited for it till the last minute, opening the face off the bat. The shot third man. But again, they don't have to wait long. Now Aussie boys gonna have a go, and they started already. This gonna go all the way. Yes, it has. Shot and wide, and got punished. Well, good. So he opened the face of the bat, and here we go. There's a fielder there, but there's no need to run. Went all the way for 6. Safe and sound and straight.
Well, that was a very casual hit, wasn't it, from Simons? And just a lot of bottom hand, and... Well, there's another one. Very similar fashion. This one just a touch straighter from Simons. So this turning out to be an absolute bump. Well, Clark picks up his 50 at the end of the over. Another good knock from him. Good support for Simons. That's his 17th one-day 50 at a very handy time. Australia 199 for 3. Well, he's tried to make something out of nothing there, and he's just hit it to the man at extra cover. So Clark sacrifices his wicket. Good piece of bowling from Rafiq.
He saw him coming towards him, so obviously he bowled quicker, and Clark was playing with the spin inside out, and unluckily for him, the ball went straight to the fielder at covers, giving himself a room, playing inside out, middled it, but went straight to Alok Kapali there, and Rafiq got his first wicket in this series, the one-day series. So Clark played well. He got 50 through. Australia 2.
Well, he's making something out of nothing there. There is a sweeper at point, but he's not going to get that.
That's what I was saying a little earlier on, that you watch Simons.
Simons has gone on to 95. This is Hussey, who gets the ball in the slot, and he will convert that.
One of the reasons why Michael Hussey has very impressive.
Yes, this was the ball that Bangladesh didn't need to bowl, and that's gone for 4 as well. That's what happens when you bowl a no ball. Not only do you concede the extra run, this is... Oh dear, that is cruel. That's a boundary, but that's points. That's no points lost for the bowler. 9 of the over, spread out on the onside. Oh, Hussey came the way. There's not much a bowler can do in such a situation. 100 not out. Andrew Simons, well played. What a good innings this is. A duck a couple of days ago in Chittagong. 100 here. What a great game this is. How it changes.
Yes, he was very impressive, the way he applied himself. He came into bat when...
To put this last ball away. Bowl him! What a good last ball to bowl. On the stroke of the 50th over, Australia lose their 5th wicket, and they're bang on 215, and not a bad job at all. Australia made 250 for 5 from their 50 overs. Andrew Simons, I thought, was a star. You can see that on the card as well. 103 from 125 balls. You got the feeling he was only nudging the ball around, and yet that's a pretty rapid century, especially given use by Bangladesh. Most interesting, though, Abdul Razak, 7.5 overs yet to bowl the 50th over after Mortaza pulled up with what we thought was cramp with the first ball of his 10th over. And the 5th bowler's duties were shared by Alok Kapali, Tushar Imran and Rajin Saleh. Between them, they bowled 30. So how do you think Bangladesh are going to tackle this 250? Try and get off to a flyer, or
Itself to the boundary.
that'll be close and close enough. Australia strike with the second ball. And Brett Lee has got one to swing back in, and I think you'll find the batsman is caught a bit half-cocked.
What a breakthrough. Brett Lee, I thought bowled a little bit slower. First one was quite fuller, but this one a little bit played it not either forward or back foot, and looked pretty adjacent. Akhtaruddin Shaheen took his time, but then pointing the fingers up to the heavens. Shahriar Nafees has to go back to the pavilion without any score to his name. Bangladesh, none for 1.
Bat to ball, and that will run away to the boundary. Good timing. What a good way to end the over. Javed Umar on 4.
The width. This is live.
And I think there's an edge there. The batsman is walking. Ian Howell just nodded his head, and that was good enough for Rajin Saleh. Big nick, and Bangladesh in serious trouble here. 1 ball into the second over. They've lost both opening batsmen. What a good first ball to bowl for Nathan Bracken.
Loose shot from Rajin Saleh. It just looked like a loosener from me. Look how far it is, and just getting an outside edge. Spot on the length though from Nathan Bracken. What a good way to start. Australia picking up the second wicket in the second over. Bangladesh in a spot of border 4 for 2.
New batsman is Tushar Imran. Bowled him, dragged it on off the inside edge. Another wicket goes down for Bangladesh. This innings is disintegrating very quickly for them. Nathan Bracken picks up a second. Those flags might well be fluttering. Tushar Imran pulling one back in, and hearing that horrible sound if you're a batsman of ball hitting stump.
That's on the inside edge. Look how far that delivery was, but he dragged it in onto the stumps.
Swings the ball well. Back into the right-hander. That's a beautiful shot. Not quite sure it's the most beautifully timed shot in the world, but enough power in it to reach the boundary.
We saw
Take that. The cover drive was not good enough. He's now gone over the top.
Won't be awkward there.
Well, with that pace, if you're bowling, you need to be really very consistent with line and length. That time around, you're just straining down the leg side and easy pick.
No, he goes too much the other way and goes to the fence.
Brings up the 50.
Oh, his spinners. Well, that's going to be another for bad delivery leg side.
And that's off a no ball as well. So runs are coming Bangladesh's way. It'll be interesting to see how he varies his pace. He comes down the track and hit it over the mid-wicket region. There's no fielder there. That should go all the way to the boundary. Habibul Bashar, intentions clear.
Well, I don't think he contacted that one perfectly. Well, there's the slog. This could be a wicket. Frustration there. Jabbar Omar fell for the trap. Just a nice tight over there. One run from that over. One ball to go. And
tried to play that one on the top, trying to play a big shot, but getting a leading edge, getting under it, and spooning a soft, simple catch to Brett Lee. So he goes back to the pavilion. Bangladesh 70 for 4.
Tell you what, oh, that's a lovely shot. Gentle, slow ball on leg stump. Is it Eid today? Batsman might well think that it's Eid to warm.
Well below, and this is very good batting this by Habibul Bashar, deciding to use his feet, going over the top of the field.
one leg is deep. That's where he's got to put it. That should be almost 4. Certainly is. Bracken, the man down there, has got no chance. Fairly square. Bad ball.
Played on. Inevitable, it was coming. It was just a question of when. If it happens of a reverse sweep, you're going to look a bit stupid. But he had to do something different. You could see, though, that the desperation had set in the Bangladesh rank. Another wicket goes down. Khalid Mashood.
He made sure that he drags the ball onto the stumps. That was going down leg side. But again, he made his mind before Michael Clark delivered the ball. His outside leg, inside edge, from behind his legs onto the stumps. And Khalid Mashood departs for 36 of 62 deliveries. Bangladesh struggling, 146 for 5.
Right, we need a few more of those now. That's a good, lusty swing over mid-wicket.
There was nicely planned shot. He knew Brett Lee would have been a perfect choice here. The ball would have come right next to it. Short delivery. Up in the air, and yes, he's gone. The captain mistimed a short delivery. Clark got his second wicket. It was painful inning, but again he tried his best.
Yes, I think he found himself in a position where he had no options left, and that's always a sad situation to be in. So he had to go for the big one. Ball stayed in the air a little too long and ended up as a pretty easy catch. Down the deep. Hussey, the fielder, completing it. So Habibul Bashar is gone. Big blow this for Bangladesh. Gone to 70 from 114 balls. 157
Off the bat.
Simple. Does not get easier than that. The crowd is a little stunned. They don't know what's happened. All that's happened is he's bowled a short ball to his throat and he's lobbed it back very gently for Brett Lee to pick up a cotton ball. Yet another wicket goes down.
That was the point you're making, Harshan Leon, that he hardly have a go at fast bowlers. The reason is that's why. Short delivery towards his body, and thank you very much. The crowd is stunned, the Rafiq is stunned, and Brett Lee is excited. Rafiq goes without scoring, and people are leaving already. The main man goes. Bangladesh 159 for 7.
Well, this got to happen for Alok Kapal. He's hit one in the air and he's gone. He picked out the only person deep mid wicket, and that is Hussey.
Yes, not good selection there. It's okay to hit him, but try to hit him in the gap. So Hogg picks up a wicket. And the Australians, well, cruising to a victory here. Disappointing hit off the middle of the bat, but boy, there's a man out there. Surely he must have realised that. He's been out there for a little while. And Hussey there not having to move left or right. I think it's just a simple two-hander. So disappointment for Kapali, up at 10. And Bangladesh now 168 for 8 like you. So I'm sure there's a couple of fellas would like to see that. There's a man out there straight down there, straight. He didn't have to move at all. Michael Clark again got a bottom part of the bat here. Hit it not too bad, but just not quite enough. And unfortunately, again, it's a pretty dumb shot because either side of him has to run, but he doesn't even let him run.
Well, he did go down the track and try to hit it over the boundary, but only managing to get the safe hands off. It's cleaning up. It's over. Bangladesh have been bowled out for 183 and Australia wins the second one in National and the series.
Yes, he didn't quite pick the wrong, and then again from Brad Hogg. Hogg now 3 wickets, 3 for 34. He'll finish with handshakes there all around, but Australia convincing winners here at Dhaka, and that's how it happened. The wrong in there. Tried to hit him out the ground, Razak, but no success. Instead, his stumps got rattled. There's another view there. The top order struggled to play those sort of shots, so I'd imagine the lower order was never going to do this. But the game was lost before he came in. So Razak, the last man out for 3, and Bangladesh bowled out in the 47th over for 183. Australia wins by 67 runs, go 2-0 up in the 3-match series. So wrap it up there.
Australia 250 for 5. He made 103 not out. He was by far the leading performer of the day. Michael Clark 54. They put on a partnership of 140 that made a huge difference for Australia. Then Bangladesh just 183. Australia winning by 67, leading the series 2-0.